Hey guys, Adrian back with you for another video. So I'm going to quickly show you how I go about marking outside walls. Now, a lot of the details will be the same for inside walls, but this is just what I do. It's just my way. It's not the right way, not the wrong way. It's just one way to do it. So I got 5.5 here. I pull in on my bottom plate and make a 5.5 mark, and that's where I toenail this down. So it's equal measurements to this wall here. So everything stays nice and square that way. So you don't eyeball 5.5. You actually, if this was the bottom plate, you mark in 5.5 and you toenail it to there. Now, when I toenail the walls, I don't toenail from the outside in. I toenail from the inside out on a 45. So that way, when the wall lifts up, it hides the nail. Basically, the nail will be under the wall, and you don't have to pry with your nail puller and get the nails out afterwards. So these are just my marks. Basically, a stud and an L. That's obviously going to be down. I don't have to write that because it's backing up this wall. Sometimes when you do houses with stucco, stucco siding, they want you to put an L up and an L down for the corner strip, but this house is all brick. So before I go pulling 16s, I mark out all my openings and all my wall intersections. So I've already started here. So I square up and I make my marks. This is a wall, so I make my mark squared up, 5.5 squared, write the W, and then cross it out, just so we can transfer that to the top plates afterwards. And this is my point load for a girder that's going to go on right through the back of the house, right along the back. And there's going to be jacks hanging off that. So here I got a 25 by 43, 3 2x8s, top of window 90. I know I need 3 jacks because I call for on the plan. It's not what I chose, but there must be some kind of weight above this. So I scribe up, quickly mark my 25. Here's a little tip, guys. If you want to keep your sills of your windows nice and tight, shrink this in a hair so that it's tensioned in a bit. So that way your sills will be nice and snug. So if this is a 1/4 inch out here, 1/4 inch out here, your sill is going to be 1/2 inch and it's not going to look good. So if you just get in the habit of nailing this first set in a bit, the sills be nice and tight. So once again, wall, got another wall intersection here. After I put the wall intersection, I cross them out so we don't put studs there, and then I scribe up my pencil mark, and I just repeat the process for any and all these windows. So like I said, before I go pulling 16s, because sometimes when I pull 16s, I can steal a stud based on the windows or the wall, or I can put an L because it's close enough, instead of having to put 14.5 inch blocking. So right here, 49 by 49, 3 2x8s, top of window 90. Guys, when you're also, quick thing, when you're pulling a layout, always pull from the same direction so that everything stays in line from below. Don't just start pulling from the front and then pulling from the back, because it'll just be very frustrating for you and anybody that comes after. So 3.5 inch opening. The wall, cross it out. It's a very long wall, this one. But I have enough guys to help me. That'll be my joint, pulling off the 16s off the back. Because you'll see I have staggered joints here. The bottom doesn't have to line up with the center of the stud, but the top does. So that's been cut to size based on the layout from the back. Here I have a girder. Once again, going right through the back. Put an L here. Now that I'm done all the wall openings, windows, I'll go ahead and I'll put my 16s, and I just push centers. So in a situation like this, I'll put a 16 and then a 2x4 on the bottom. For whatever reason, whoever's packaging lumber is putting so many of these staples in the tarps, and it's very frustrating, and sometimes you actually get cut and not fun. It's also not cool when they put the spacers. What's up? What's up, the sheets? Oh. And when they put spacers every row of studs, I don't understand. And they're still not straight. We're lucky on this site because the material's pretty good. But anyway, there you have it. That's how I go about laying out my walls. Make 14.5 blocks for this one, far away. Go 3/4 back. X there. And that is it. Oh, for the corners here, I'll have to pull 16 off the outside.